and I like you to have a little story about my life, and how it's possible to do a lot if you have strong enough mind. And as you see, I live on a farm. I have a location very close to the main road, the most touristical road of Norway. That's maybe one of the reasons why I have had chance to build up this little imperium I have today. From this house where we sit now, I built this house when I was 22, and I had bed and breakfast here, and that was the beginning of my tourist business. But first I like to take you back to the farm life I had with my parents and my sisters and brothers, because we had a milk production, meat production, and my parents, they was hard working, but they didn't give us money, and I wanted money. It was for me a challenge to start to make money. So when I was 11 years old, I started to put the seed in the ground for vegetables, and then I started to sell it in the grocery shop in Åndalsnes. And step by step, I start with potatoes, and after that I start to cut wood for selling, and then after I start with Christmas trees. And on the way up, I managed to be invited to go to USA when I was 20, and I was lucky to have birthday in the Independence Day of USA. So when I was there on the farm in Cannon Falls, the host family have called the newspapers, radio station, and I get a lot of attention, and I loved it. For me to grow up in this village, it was okay, but I needed something more. And my visit to USA wake me up. And when I come back from USA, I told my parents I like to go back because this place is not for me. And then they convinced me to build this house. And that was the reason I just did my life here. If they let me go, I'm sure I will stay there. And now, when I had this chance to build this house, then it was the beginning of my tourist business. And in 1983, I think this house was finished, and then now we have run and build. So the business we started here, we went up in foot of Trollstigen to continue build up there. And when the state of Norway, they analyzed the area because they like to do some architectural experiments in Trollstigen, and they want somebody to run this business, and they paid out the persons who was there before, and they wanted me to run it. So now today we have 3 places, Gjestegård and Trollstigen Gjestegård. And the way I have done it, I think it's very hard job, and always do the job finish before I go home or before I rest. Never stop half and think that it's good enough. I always like the guests to be happy. I also like my workers to be happy, and without my workers I'm nothing, and without my guests to pay, it's also nothing. So this combination of taking care about the workers, so they have good motivation and they have the right skills to take care about other people, it's maybe the key of my success. And I feel when I stay on top of Trollstigen, it's like I feel the feeling of freedom. It's like it's endless. It's no borders. What we have done today is good, but what we can do more, it's much more. And now I see when I start to have the right kind of persons around me, then we can do much more. I have had a hard life with family and children, and these challenges it have been. But now when I am free, I can be for each one how much they want, and I can take out of the person how much they can give, and I can stimulate and motivate, and I think that's the reason we are so successful. I can see the skills in the person even if the person don't know. So how we can make from nothing a lot of things. It's you have to believe on yourself. You have a family, friends around you who believe on you, and you need to communicate. You need my English is not perfect. My French is not perfect. My Arabic is not perfect. My Spanish is not so perfect, but I manage. So I think if you like to be understood, you can always be understood. My goals is to, now when we have like 500 seats in Gjestegård and 100 beds, it's to make a big activity park there and maybe higher standard hotel or motel or troll place. That's my goal. But I need a team with me who can go. Alone, I'm nothing. But when we are a team, we can do a lot. But the history shows that a lot of people can do many good things, but they need somebody who lead them. Wake them up in the morning, give them a hug, and make sure they have the food they need, the cars they need, and I think my goal in this life is to show others how it's possible to do from nothing a lot. And the last 20 years I have had more than 200 students, plus that's from abroad, and then maybe the same from locals. So with my Christmas tree selling, I sell the last years like 8,000 trees, and I used to say that I can live from this. But my tourist business is like my creation. I am an entrepreneur. I like to create. So it's like I not take the profit out. I just build and build, and in this way I can see a lot of people have job, and I see a lot of guests is happy to come to see and to taste and to sleep in our camping. So I feel my life is not wasted. I have skills to create. I have skills to motivate. So for me, just to think about myself, that's selfish. It's not my goal. My goal is to be a creator, and I think if I die on duty, I'm happy, because I knew already in my mind what I have today. I nearly knew. In 1991, I like to continue, go away from this place, because here it was the neighbors tried to stop me all the time. So I saw this area in my family farm where I could see Trollstigen. So I knew I would like to do it there. And when I went to the bureaucrats and told them I want to build 4 cabins, they told me, no, this is maybe just a small part of your dream. And I said, yeah, it's actually true. My dream is bigger. And then they asked me, tell me. And then I told them, and then they had a chance to stop me, because that's what I like to know. Bigger plans was easier to stop. Small plans, it's not so easy to stop. So in 1991, I told them I have a big restaurant, I will have 20 cabins. How many cabins I have today? I have 20. I have big restaurant. I told them in 1991, I will do it. I already saw it. And my belief, it's like I have a present from God or somebody who tell me that I should do it. And I already know, I always know what is correct. But my way up have been hard, because I don't have money. I have nothing. So I cut the timber and I built and the first restaurant, and I don't have any clients. The clients just come when the house was ready. I have never been in any promotion area to sell what we have done, what I have done. They just come, and my wish is that we just give as good service as good food, and give the guest a good moment. And that looks like we are successful. Because in my hometown, Åndalsnes, the rich people, they not smile. So that's the reason I used to say I not like to be rich, because then I had to stop smile. Because I think I have so many gifts. I'm so happy. I have so good support, so I cannot stop smile. And I think the smile is like breaking the ice. It's like when people travel, they like to go away from something, and they like to have a good time. And when you meet them with a smile, it's like you have already passed many borders. And if you can have something to sell them, who they always will remember. It's like we have the Trollstigen t-shirt, we have the feeling of freedom, and all these products we sell, they are now in the whole world. And the more people see them, the more people will come and look, where is this place? And all my workers, they know, all these guides are running after me. Where is Edmund? We like to speak with Edmund, because Edmund have been something for them. They come back after 20 years. We had from Litauen now this woman who come with group. She know me 20 years. She come to my house when I was here, before I was in Gjestegård, and slept with her bus group. And she always put the group, so she will be in my birthday, in the campsite. She arranged everything, so exactly in my birthday she come. And it's fantastic. And of course it's no chance for me to always be there for everybody. It's no chance. But now I have give the keys, I have give the cars, I have give the responsibility to my team. So I can be for the king if he come. I can be for the most poor if he come. And if the most poor come and he not have money, I can still give him food. I can still give him house. One day the money will come. 4th of July. It's like because of USA, because of my trip there, and when I meet Americans, I say I'm half American, because I'm born in the 4th of July. And of course, I like to tell you the little story of the family who come walking down Trollstigen, like the Trollstigen road, the 25th April in 1870, where the mama and papa have 3 children, and the boy, he was 7.5 years old, and he had a little pig in his hand, and that was his responsibility, and that was my grandfather's grandfather. And you know, when I was 11, I grew up in the neighbor house, who is also my house today, and I told my parents, carpenter, that he should look in the wall. He took down a wall, and I told him it will be a letter in this wall. It was a letter. And this letter was written in my birthday, 63 years before I was born. And this place in the house, I was born just on top of this letter. So I know I have more skills. But these parents who come, they get 2 sons, and one they called him Edmund Meyer, and the other one they called Iverkron. And this Iverkron, he grew up to be an entrepreneur. He have 10 or 11 children. And the other son, who was called Meyer, he was farmer. And his children, they went to America, USA, and somebody stayed there. And my grandfather, he stayed there, had a farm in Dakota, and then he come back, because he was the oldest, he come back and took the farm here. So my grandfather, he was also the one who started to drive tourists to top of Trollstigen in 1936, when the Trollstigen road was open. So he was leading this organization, who organized from the cruise ship in Åndalsnes to go there. And 76 years after my grandfather opened the road with the King of Norway, the state of Norway gave me the key to run Trollstigen Cafe and Gudbrandsdal Cafe. So it's like meant to be. It's also something I know that it's something on me. I need to do it, because it's like decided I should do it. to keep the family band in on the road. And I love people, and when I not stay in Norway and run tourist business or Christmas tree business, I travel in the world. And when I travel in the world, I meet so much nice people. And many of them, they like to come here, and maybe some of them come, and also some of the ones who have been here, I meet when I go. So I love to travel, and this year, to Machu Picchu, and it's fantastic. I hope I can travel more, as long as my health is good and my motivation is good. I can still see many nice places. But my feeling is that Asians love me. It's like I have something for them who inspire them. I am different. I look them direct, and they're not used to this. So I think this year after New Year I will go to Asia, more to China maybe, and can be interesting. I feel honored, and also that's the reason I'm very selective about who is going to be there. And I think my targets: no smoking, shaved, look good, present good, behave good, because this is the tourist place #1 in Norway, and the state of Norway, they chose me because they believe that I could do it good. And also because my personality, I managed to change unuseful technical shit. I managed to take it away, and they listen to me how it should be, and I have now had the right persons to believe on me, so they said, okay, I think he speaks correct. And they have done it, so now it's running much better. We still have challenges, and the terrace will be for this season. Last year no, but this year is terrace. It's always the small things. But the main thing is that the road is open, the toilets are clean, the cigarettes are picked, and my workers are motivated and clean. I understand, and I get a lot of feedback. And I think the reason why I can be so good, hopefully good for most of them, is that I have been working as a farm boy 15 years, and I know how I feel to be working for others. So the one who never say thank you, and never smile, and never have any jokes, I actually worked for one of them 15 years, and then I told my parents, sorry, I cannot go more, because my life is not like this. So I think your comment about that is totally correct. I can tell you that my workers not get sick. Even the Norwegians, they have hard to be sick. Even if they know the rules how to cheat the system. So I think that's unique when the workers is finished the job, they not like to go home. They like to continue, and we have so good team evenings. And my birthday is also one of the evenings where I invite all the workers, and I think we was 48 this year.
In your birthday?
Yeah, it was fantastic. And when we have the right persons who can, I give them free space to breathe, to create, and then to do. Their skills are growing. And for me to see how some of them really nearly not touch ground because they are so excited. And for me, this is it's an honor to have this kind of persons here. And I think the more people we can have with that skills, the easier it is to keep this business running, and not let the big egoists and the one with big drug problems and stuff. That's hard for us to be in front if your mind is unstable. So I need unstable people. I need stable people, sorry. If you have too much mental problems, then sorry, my business is it's not the best place to work with my Christmas trees and speak. Then it's good. I can take some who have a little bit problem with drugs and stuff. But in front of the tourist business, I'm sorry. Then your mind have to be clean and in balance. Yes, I have had drug problems, so I need to end some students' time here, and I didn't need to have the police here, but it was very close. So that's the reason my profile is written, please no smoke and no drugs. This season is the best. I haven't ever had a team like this, never. And it's also, you can say that I know what I want, so I not give a job for everybody anymore. That's finished. So I feel I have like-minded people as me, many of them. Okay, somebody is more needed for the business, and others are very needed for the business, but also very important for me to have the motivation to continue to work here. As I said in my speech in my birthday, if I lose my motivation, I can just sell it and then be egoist. But of course, how I feel now, I love to continue, and I love to create much more as long as I have support. Because alone I'm nothing. I have a dream. I have many dreams. And one of these dreams is that like after some 10-15 years, in September we can have a camp where the ex-workers can come with their partners, and the small children can come, and I can tell them troll stories from the whole Europe. They come with the small, with the gel in the hair, and you know, that's some fantasy, not maybe fantasy, but when we have more connection and the team is more like-minded, then I would love to see the children of my workers. Okay, where my workers come from. Okay, to get work permit in Norway, you need to have your European passport. And after some years, I find out that I love the Latinos, because they dance, they sing, they hug, they are more open. And I feel in my blood, I am a Latino. It's I have brown eyes, and I tell my mama, maybe we have some gypsy blood. I feel like, because I love to dance, but I also, I am blessed to have maybe the most open East Europeans also find my place. And when they are not controlled by their own, they also open up, and I think they get the life experience who they can take with them and go back to the East, and maybe step by step the East start to be more West. That's also a challenge I have, to open up people's mind. And my experience is that when I feel like I give a hug, I feel fear, and I ask, have you hugged your papa before? It's like, maybe not. I feel it, you know. Maybe your mama you hug, but not your papa. My papa always hugged. So I am blessed that I not have this fear. And also I'm curious. And my curiosity give me a reason to wake up in the morning. Yeah. I love to invite new energy to the house when I feel it's good for everybody to have some new, but in this moment I not like to change anything, because I know it can never be better than this. We have no big alcohol problem, we not have any drug problem, and just one little smoking, it's nothing. When we have like 20-25 person who living here, it's fantastic how I managed to find them. And I feel the team who is here, they also like to keep it like this. If others come in and start to change this, they are not happy. So it's like I create it, and then it's easier to keep it when others who is here also want it it to be like this. So I see that many of the workers I have here now, they have invited others who is also here now, like-minded persons. We have guests from the whole world, and when they come here and can speak their own language, they are so happy, and they spend more money because they are happy. If you are happy, you spend more money, and that's the clue. It's something I have not been to school to learn this. It's like from life experience. My parents didn't like me to go to city in Molde and get more education. I had just 1 year of selling bookkeeping. I was the best in the class, and then my parents said, no, you cannot go to Molde, because I wanted to be something. But then my papa, he went to the farmer school, so I can also go to the farmer school. That's it. So before I was sorry about my parents who didn't let me go to school. Now I can say thank you to my parents. They not let me go to school. So I need to use my mind to create from nothing everything. So maybe I have not had the curiosity, the energy to do all this. If I knew more, maybe if I knew more, I will be afraid to do it, because my investment have been on the edge of the economic. Actually, it have not been economic, because I worked like 2-3 years before I took salary from my tourist business to make sure it was strong. I didn't take salary. That's like Papa. I make the child walk before I start to expect something. So my way of building up, it's unique, because in the foot of Trollstigen, it should not be possible to be rentable, because everybody should go to the top. But I could charge higher prices in the foot, because my food was better, my service was better. So I think the unique location we have, it's like as long as you can give good service and always welcome people, then this area can. I think the last tourist in the world will be in Trollstigen. Yes. 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 The mix of the waterfall and the high mountains, and you can look from the top of the mountain. You can see the fjord. It's like we have everything. We have the train station in Åndalsnes. We have the deep sea for the big cruise ship. We can drive to Oslo in 7 hours. It's like airport in Molde, airport in Ålesund. I wish one day we have our own bus, we have our own boat. We can do everything. We can welcome them from the train. We can take them to the fjords, to do much more. We can do much more. But I should also be happy about what I have, and said, okay, this is enough, and then the next is for next life. Do I have to stop now? I feel it's too early. No, but I feel that if I can have the key. So the bureaucrats, they now run after me to invest. I also, a couple of days ago, they like to give me millions if I like to do more. In activity business, they want me to do more. I'm just waiting for you and for the others who not need to go to school. Then I can do more. So what I hope is that my life was not wasted. For somebody, it have a value to be here, to meet me, and to be part of this business, and as a guest or also as a worker. I have the grill house in my mind. We had like 1 week more with the fantastic Jan Philipp from Germany. And he wanted to create something, and we need the permission to build a house in the forest, and we didn't get the permission. So I thought we should do something before he left. And then Wednesday evening, we sit down and talk. I said we should do something, and the next day, the house was already on the way up. And we was lucky to have the company who can help us with the fundament. And After 1 week and a half, it was finished, and it's fantastic grill house, and it's like the star of the campsite now. It's like everybody see it, and then I see this year, even if the road opened 2 weeks later this year, the business is already better than last year. So we was 400,000 back, and this year now it's already 300,000 plus. So it's fantastic. So all the small things, and the big troll with the eyes, with the 3 heads, and was also a fantastic idea I had last year. And I spoke with different companies who, if somebody can help me, and then one of them, he said yes. So from my mind, I told them how it should be. One had to look up the road, one look to the guest, and one look down the road. Nobody should pass. Everybody should have the eyes. Yes. And it have been so successful. And this year, how the troll story never stops. Of course, must be. And who is the engineer behind this? Of course, it's me. And my fantasy for some people is maybe on the edge. For other people, it's how it gives curiosity. And when you see the difference of the person who is successful and the person who have all the good skills but never have the success, is the person who do more, who not have filter, the same. So I was told I not have filter. So bless me, I not have filter. It's like of course a challenge, because sometimes you get the knife in the back because you are too honest. But I think I have succeeded because I am honest. And if I say I can do it, everybody believe I can do it. And my life experience is that people believe on me much more than I have believed on myself. That's my experience. That I was in the bank maybe 20 years ago, and an old man was by my side, and he started to speak to me. "You're rich." I said, "No, me, I'm not rich." He said, "You are rich." How he could see it? I'm sure he's dead now a long time ago, but how he can see it? Because a lot of people, they have listened my stories, they listen my wish to build up, because I fight 6 years with the bureaucracy to have the license to build my tourist place. And a lot of people try to stop me. The neighbors, the competitors, and the politicians, they like to stop me. But it was always somebody who believed on me. And it's like that for some people who had dreams in their lives, who never had the courage to do something with their dreams, I'm kind of the person who did everything I wanted, because I never gave up. The more enemies, the more problems it was to do it, the stronger wish I had to do it. When other people say you cannot do it, and then I said, okay, thank you. Now I know I will do it. So I think I have now a team who believe on me so much. So that's the reason we are so successful. Shall we speak about jealousy? What is jealousy? Why are people jealous? Because people, they would love to do it, but they not have the courage to do it. And then instead of try to be better themselves, they start to speak shit about others who try to or manage to do it. So jealousy and shit talking is a way for the others to try to put the successful people down. I have also the feeling to be celebrity, you know. Why so many people start with drugs and alcohol, and to kind of go away from the real life, to have a break from always to be in public. Of course, in this area, everybody know me. I cannot be free. I have to be careful if somebody look before I give a hug, you know. It's crazy. I would like to say thank you for your time, and thank you for your knowledge. So you can say my life is not wasted.